Are you ready to get up, Nora? Do you want to go downstairs? Okay. Come here. Alright, our Saturday is getting started with an early morning Walmart run because we need more eggs for breakfast. Bella, where are we going?
To Walmart.
What are we gonna get at Walmart?
Eggs.
Anything else or just eggs?
Just eggs.
Okay. We're on our way to Walmart. Figured this would be a good time to answer a couple of the questions from yesterday's video. And you're gonna have to send me in another comment phonetically how to pronounce your name, because I have no idea how to say it correctly and I don't want to butcher it. But as soon as you'll know who I'm talking to as soon as you hear me answer these questions, because you asked them. Two of the questions you asked. One, do I keep up with any of the other people from American Idol? The answer is kind of, not really. Yeah, Dee Dee, Banami, she and I have probably kept in contact more than anyone else. Erin Kelly, we kept in contact for a bit, and we'll still say hey, you know, every now and again. But really, I mean, not really.
Still love them so much.
Yeah, they're still awesome, and I would still love to see them and hang out with them and talk to them. It's just that, you know, I moved back to Texas and started a family, and you know, and they're all over the country doing different things, which is great, but you know, so it's just a little harder to keep in contact that way. So still love them all, but I don't see them, and I don't, you know, we just don't talk that much. But and then the second question is, would I ever consider, or have ever considered, doing performances on the stage, like going to the theater and going and doing those things? That'd be fun, right? I've done some theater. Bella, do you have a question?
You don't want it? You don't want what?
Oh, well, we will maybe listen to that in a minute, okay, Bella? Can you wait? Anyway, as far as the stage is concerned, that Daniel Tiger song, yeah. So anyway, I've done a little bit of theater, like community theater around the Dallas area. A lot of fun, really enjoyed it. But as you commented in your comment, it also largely includes dance, which you've seen me dance a little bit. It's not good. So I don't know how interested they'd be in me on stage dancing. Now, I actually think it'd be really fun to do some theater that are just like plays, you know, where it's not really singing, it's just live acting, right? Not really dancing, singing part, just on stage acting. I really enjoyed doing some of that with the acting coach I worked with in LA. So that's another thing that I've considered that I would enjoy doing. So I'll answer a couple more questions later on in the day, but for now, we're going to Walmart. Bella, did we find the eggs? We also found something over here that I want so much. It's amazing. Seriously, this looks incredible, but it would not be a good idea. It looks So the exciting bit for today was that little run to Walmart. It's been a pretty relaxing day otherwise. Came home, had breakfast, just kind of hung out around here. And now I'm doing some dishes. And I actually, it's kind of funny, a friend texted me a little bit earlier and asked me, hey, would you come, he said, how much warning do you need to do a 30-minute show? And I was like, oh, not much. He goes, so can you come out and do a little 30-minute show tonight at a party? And I was like, sure, why not? So I had to put together a couple Christmas songs and then just kind of decide what else I'm going to play for that. It's probably the shortest show I've played in a long time, just because I don't play for a couple hours. But anyway, I wanted to answer the last couple questions from the comments on yesterday's video. So I shall do that now. I had two additional questions from, I can't pronounce your name correctly, so please let me know. Please send it to me. The last two questions were, one, do we want to have any more kids? Okay, don't want to have any more kids. Answer to that is that we're done having kids of our own. We're not planning on, us having any more children. But we both are open to the idea of adoption later on. That's something we have talked about. We've thought about. Kate has 2 adopted brothers, and we've got to see that, and it's a really amazing thing. So we've talked about that as something that we would potentially like to look at later on. And then the other question you asked was, where do I see myself professionally in 5 years? And that is a loaded question. There's a bunch of answers because musically, I would like to see myself as a successful artist, really with entertainment as a whole. In 5 years, I hope that I have, 5 to 10 movies under my belt. I hope that I've, been able to put out at least a couple more albums and toured around a bit. I hope that I'm able to do that, and if something more happens, great. But then there's the other side of it, which is kind of the other stuff that I'm working on, which is this marketing company and some of the other stuff. And in 5 years, I hope that we've grown the marketing company that I work at. I hope we've grown that immensely. We're launching that show it's going to be online, the online series next year. In 5 years, I hope that that's on TV somewhere. And I hope that we've grown this show and taken it outside of Texas. But that's just separate. And then I hope that I've been able to produce, in 5 years, I hope that I've been able to produce, 40 commercials for TV and, just a bunch of stuff on the marketing side as well. So there's a bunch of things that I hope to have accomplished in 5 years. So yeah. Anyway, that's sort of the professional hopes for 5 years down the line. But then also, if I look back at the last 5 years, I have every reason to believe and expect that anything could happen over the next 5 years. So I have no idea. But that's kind of where my mind is at, though. Just trying to steadily grow what I'm working on. Trying to have some more realistic goals, but also, take advantage of the opportunities that are in front of me. So that's answers that. Now, Alejandro, you asked me my take on the girl in San Francisco who got murdered by the illegal alien, and then that guy was found not guilty of murder, and just all of the craziness that goes along with that. I'm not going to go into it much because, truthfully, I wasn't in the courtroom. I don't know if it was an incredibly strong case or a weak case for murder, which is different than, manslaughter or something like that. So I would just say that I think it's really unfortunate that somebody who admitted to killing another human being gets to walk free. And I know it happens sometimes because the legal system, you charge them with one thing and it might not meet the criteria for that. But I think it's really unfortunate. I'm not a huge fan of sanctuary cities. I think that they put a lot of people in danger. And they set a bad precedent for saying that we're going to ignore certain laws and allow people who have obviously ignored the law to begin with, we're going to provide them with additional rights. So yeah, I got a bit of an issue with that, but I'm not going to go too much more into that. I would just say that, you know, I don't know what the evidence was in it. I don't know if it had enough to forget the murder conviction or if they should have gone for something lesser. Because, you know, I've heard that what the defense was arguing, so I don't know. And then as far as energy drinks are concerned, I think they're all terrible for you, but most of them taste pretty good. And unfortunately, I drink too many of them and need to stop. So, so that's the end of this. This is the end of today's vlog. Nora, you want to say bye-bye? Can you say bye-bye? You say bye-bye. You want to say bye-bye? Okay, hold on. You knocking stuff over, Bella? It happens. Nora, you want to say bye-bye? Here. Ready? Nora. Bella. Bella, can you say bye-bye?
Bye.
Nora, can you say bye-bye?